Hello everyone. This is Munya Scripts from Munya Scripts Lifestyle and Gary Films Production. Today we are going to be looking at what logos are, why do we need logos as individuals, as companies, and what should we put into consideration when we are happening to choose our own logos or create our own logos or even hire logo designers. Okay, so why would you look at your company acquiring a logo? What is the importance of a logo, and many more other things that are basically needed to be considered while you are trying to form a logo. Not even trying, but as you create a logo. Okay, then from that we shall happen, if time allows, we shall happen to learn the different saving formats, how you should save that logo, when you are to print it, when you are to input it on another media, and that is what we have to cover today, and that is what I'm aiming at you understanding. So for those who are basically new here, this channel is called Munya Scripts Lifestyle, where we share guidelines, where we share information about doing different things in the creative world. And if you have something that is basically disturbing you, that is within the video sector, animation sector, and the graphics sector, please endeavor to ask, and music, endeavor to ask, and maybe in the comment section, or when you happen to check our description section, you'll happen to see our emails. You can email us and try to talk to us. Maybe it would be the next time discussion. Okay, so besides that, let us go back to our topic. What is a logo? Why? Let us start with why do we need to have a logo as people who are in the creative world. So what is the importance of you having a logo? I happen to list out some. So why do we need a logo? Because it grabs attention, that is one. If you happen to form a logo that is basically looking very nice, very good, with attractive colors, it basically attracts more people. People like bypassing, and they happen to see your logo, they are like, who is the owner of that logo? What is that company name? Are you getting it? So you have to create something that is able to grab people's attention. But again, remember, you are designing something that is to represent you, for someone to see it and it depicts in his head, that is M10, that is Airtel, that is this company. Are you getting it? That is Coca-Cola. Are you getting it? So that is what I want you to grasp. It should be able to pull people's attention. Second, makes a strong first impression. If at all something looks very nice, it like gives that impression. You look at a logo and assume that what it is like representing is delicious, like the Coca-Cola logo. So just imagine if red was black. Are you getting it? Would people get appetite for the soda? You understand? So let us try to put that in mind, that it should be attractive to pull people's attention. Then it should be strong enough to pull people's impression, like someone looks at it accidentally and then intentionally looks at it, pull people's attention. Then the third one is the foundation of your brand identity. The aim and the main aim of a logo is basically to identify your company from the other companies. So if at all I happen to see the M10 logo, I don't expect to see that same logo with another company. So that is what is referred to as a logo, and that is its aim, to see that it identifies the company from other companies. Then it should be memorable. Okay, we need to see something that is basically memorable. Why do we need to have a logo? For our company to stick in people's heads. Are you getting it? So if at all I happen to be knowing the M10 logo here in my head, it means that it is already memorable. If I happen to see to know the Coca-Cola logo from me waking up, it means that if I happen to see their advert, I grasp that logo immediately. So that is where simplicity comes in. So as you create memory, as you aim at seeing that your logo is basically memorable, you have to put it in mind that it should also be simple, because once you happen to make something that is basically complicated, it means that it won't be able for some people to grasp it. Okay, it won't be possible, not able. It will not be possible for people to grasp it. That is it. Then separates you from competition. So that is what I was telling you, that with me knowing the MTN logo, I don't expect to see another company using the same logo. It is already identified or separated from other competitors. So MTN and Airtel and other telecom companies are like basically competing within the same niche or within the same market. But if I happen to see the MTN logo, it means that that is MTN for sure. Are you getting it? So that is what I want you to understand, that like it separates you from the competition. If you are a musician and you have your own logo, the moment your artists see that logo, it is like your signature. Okay, fosters your brand royalty. So what are you aiming at? What are you fighting for? What like your services, impact of your services? So they should all be represented within that logo, and is expected by your audience. Yes, that is okay. It is expected by my audience, but they won't force you that create that logo. So what you should know, that it represents, it grabs people's attention. It is what calls for people's attention or impression. It is like, if someone looks at your logo, what does he get in mind? Okay, does he get pulled to know more about your company? Does he get pulled to know more about your music? Does he get pulled to know more about you? So that is the importance of a logo. Why do we need a logo? Okay, so it all concludes to you having something that is basically wonderful, something that is basically good looking and attractive. And again, it should be able to speak. So we shall be looking at that under the characteristics or the elements of a good logo. But besides that, let us start with what has to be first. Okay, so the first thing that we would ask ourselves is, what is a logo? Okay, so what is a logo? One, we can try to carry out some research and find out what a logo is. Okay, what are these people saying here? So I'm going to be doing some research, as yes, for me, I already know what a logo is. Okay, but what I want you to understand, that this how to use internet, because as a graphics designer you should be updated. I may give you a definition that was already a little bit changed. Okay, so that is why I use internet, so we grasp around, you know how I get my answers, so that if at all you have any question in your head, you can also try to find out after learning how it is done and how we come up with these answers. Though we go back and see what is a logo. So if you happen to look here, I tried to find out what a logo is. Here they are saying is a symbol or other small design adopted by an organization to identify its products, uniform, vehicles, etc. So these people are basically have got it right. So though they are talking of being a symbol only. So this is a symbol. Yes, that is a symbol. That is right. So a logo is a symbol. It can be. So let us first copy this before I take you high speed. Let us copy this and keep it to our notepad. So we've started with a logo. So A logo is a symbol or other small design adopted by an organization to identify its products, uniform, vehicles, etc. So what should be into your mind? With a logo, some of the main, because it can be a picture, it can be a symbol, it can be text, it can be word, anything, but that a company has adopted to identify it, okay, to identify it from not its products. A logo identifies that company, not its products. A product, what would identify a product is the trademark, okay? So we don't want this. That identifies it, okay, from other organizations or companies. So that is one. So we try also to look at this one. A logo is a graphic mark, emblem, or a symbol used to aid or protect public identification and recognition. It may be of an abstract or figurative design or include the text of the name. The text of the name it represents as in a word mark. So basically this one goes far and tries to give us some of the types of logos. So basically, maybe what we would get from this side is a mark, okay, emblem or a symbol used. Are we together? So we get this, copy that, and we come back to our notepad and note that. So we remove this. So basically what you should understand what a logo is a graphic mark, emblem or symbol. It can also be text. Text is the same thing as a graphic mark, emblem or a symbol. So we also come here and copy this. So we need to understand what an emblem is and what a symbol is. So whenever you are like looking for the researching about these to understand what they are, basically you have to add on graphics in graphics, because if it isn't added, then it means that what you are going to reach out or what you are going to be discovering may apply to some other courses. So if at all, let me give you an example. In graphics we have a vector, and in physics they also have a vector. So what is a vector? So if at all I happen to just type in like that, are you seeing this? So they are already giving us definitions that do not correspond to what we were looking for. Are you seeing that? Mathematics stroke physics would give us a quantity having direction as well as magnitude, blah 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 blah. So are you getting it? So whenever you're like researching about something, endeavor to like complete it. A vector in what is a vector in graphics? Okay, so now we are going to see what it brings. A vector in graphics. So what is a vector in graphics? We're already seeing something. Vector graphics are computer images created using a sequence of commands or mathematical statements that place lines and shapes in 2 dimensions. Or are you getting it? And here we are seeing some vectors and showing us the difference between a raster and a vector. So since we have gotten to understand that, please understand it, because you'll happen to do your research and you find out that it isn't giving you what you are looking for. Okay, so when we happen to go back, what is next? What are we supposed to be looking at next? So we now know what a logo is. Then what is a slogan? So most of you hear that a company is using this slogan, so and so is using a slogan like this. And what is a motto? Because they usually move together, a slogan and a motto. You find that, like for example, schools use more of logos, besides it having its logo, they use more of mottos. Okay, school motto. Okay, then for a company, they usually use slogans. So you find a company with a logo and it has a slogan besides it. So a slogan and a motto usually move with a what? A logo. So what is the importance of a slogan and what is the importance of a motto? So when we are defining the both of them, we happen to get to know. Then another thing, what is a trademark? Okay, so if we try to like put in what is a trade, so what is a trademark? A trademark is a symbol, word or words legally registered or established by use as representing a company or products. So this, a trademark represents a company. It represents a company on its products. So basically, a trademark can be a symbol, can be a word or a short phrase, okay, that represents, okay, that represents, not a phrase, it can be a symbol, a word, okay, or words. So words or a word can be referred to as a phrase that is registered to represent the company's products on market. So it represents the company products on market. That is the difference between a logo. So a logo identifies a company, whereas a trademark represents a company products. It can represent a company or its products on market. Okay, so that is the difference between the two. Then we happen to go to the symbol. We happen to go to what so we happen to go to what a motto is and a slogan. So we can also try to type in here what is a slogan. So it isn't that I'm getting these things from online. I went to a graphics school. So I attended a graphics school. So I'm a professional graphics designer. I'm an animator. I'm a videographer. So I just formed this channel to like share with you. Okay, it is a lifestyle channel. One, we share tips in music, tips on graphics designing, tips on my African culture, Ugandan culture, the Baganda culture, the Banyankole culture, down this side in Buganda, in Uganda, in like we share everything about Uganda and about Africa. So one love, and please, if you're new out here, please endeavor to subscribe. We have a lot of stuff to like share with you. So we shall keep on advancing and seeing that we give you what is best for you. Okay, so here it is saying that a short or a striking or a memorable phrase used in advertising. Yes, then let us try to also put in here, and we say what is a motto in graphics. Okay, we just put what is a motto. So okay, as it is loading and finding out what a motto is. Okay, what is a motto? Okay, we say for a school, because at least it would give us that is more something that is more detailed. School mottos typically are Latin phrases attributed to some of the great writers of with forwards and to inside community, a great place to learn. So a short sentence or phrase that expresses the aims. So are you saying this? Sometimes you have to go beyond. So it is a short sentence or phrase that expresses the aims and benefits and the aims and briefs of a person, group, an institute, etc., or a university or what. So that is a motto. So I want you to get this. The difference between a motto and a slogan. So with a slogan, it is a short phrase or sentence that aims at converting sales for a company. So the company may use a slogan that does not even suit it, or does not, or that slogan, usually most of the slogans give misleading information. Let me give you an example, like the one for MTN, go everywhere. So you end up going everywhere, but you already know that in some places, whether MTN, whether any network, there are some places where you find that their network is poor, okay? But you find them telling you, go everywhere you go, meaning that they are everywhere that you can go, whether it is a hilly area, whether it is a swamp, whether it is in water. So for them, they are everywhere. Are you getting it? So with the slogan, it is basically, its aim is not showing you what the company does, no, not showing you whatever you may think of, but it only shows you, it only aims at winning customers. So it is a phrase that is basically, it is a short sentence or phrase that a company uses to win more sales, to win more converts, okay, for it to convert more. Then with the motto, it is basically a short phrase or sentence that expresses the aims and beliefs of a company. So a motto is more of showing what a company does, okay, and it should not give any false information. It should be direct, like showing you that if it is M10, it shows you that it is a telecom company. What are they aimed at? Are they aimed at transforming Africa, transforming the nation? Are you getting it? So it like aims at showing you what the company is after. Okay, what is the company aimed at doing, or what are the services that are provided by that company? That is why you see most companies aim at using slogans, that is to win more converts. And you find that most of the schools logos are escorted by mottos, okay, aimed at showing you aims and beliefs of a person, group, an institute, or anything, okay. Then for a slogan, aimed at making sales, full stop. That is what you should grasp. Then after understanding that, we happen to look at something else, that is an emblem. So we've looked at a logo, slogan, motto, trademark. So we look at emblem. So emblems are most times used by the government ministries. They are the ones that usually use emblems, though there are even logos that are basically made out of emblems. So what is an emblem? So we leave that side of images. So are you seeing these? So these are the emblems. They are like badges. We go here to all. So remember, there are different types of logos that we shall be looking at. So with an emblem, here they are saying that a thing serving as a symbol, of a particular quality or concept. Okay, this is a heraldic device or symbolic object as a distinctive badge of a nation. So that is why I was telling you, like, most of the ministries or government ministries are the ones that are basically using emblems to date. But an individual to use an emblem, it is rarely impossible. So there are few people that are using it because you find that an emblem is a little bit more complicated than just a plain logo. Okay. So besides that, now we've learned what a logo is. Then what is a symbol? A symbol in graphics, what? So what is a symbol? What is a symbol in graphics designing? So usually a graphic symbol is a usually perceptible figure with a particular meaning used to transmit information independently of language. Are you getting it? With a symbol, it does not talk, it does not speak, but we want to create something that basically transforms or transmits message or information from the creator of the symbol, okay, to the people where he or she is going to be selling that service she's creating that logo for. Okay, let me hope you have understood it, and thanks for watching and subscribing. And then from this part we are going to be continuing to part 2, where we are going to be continuing to look at the different stuff that is basically we haven't tackled in logo designing. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. For where you didn't understand, leave a comment. Okay, we love you. Thank you.